By the way, Joe and Alex, I got a fun Instagram comment yesterday from a lady who said she just recently introduced her boyfriend to the show. And she said some other nice things. And I'm not here to brag about it. But there's one thing that I laughed out loud when I read the comment. And by the way, I'm on Instagram at Ken Coleman. She said, he loves when you rattle the paper. And
oh, great.
I was so excited because if you're new to the show, Joe hates that. I love it. It's really fun for me. And I love to make that noise so that you people who are listening know that I got stuff right here in front of me, right here. By the way, I pay homage to Rush Limbaugh, who introduced that. He used to say, I hold here in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers, and he would go. And Rush was the greatest radio entertainer of all time, so it's just something that I adopted from him. It's not even original. So if you don't like it, go pound sand. This lady's boyfriend loves it. All right, here we go. Pay raises are coming big time. They already started in 2021. 2022, we look at CEO payrolls and predictions and surveys. The pay is increasing. USA Today conducted a survey between October and November of 2021 of over 1,000 U.S. companies. And it found that nearly 1 in 3 had bumped up original salary increase projections. Companies were originally planning on giving employees a 3% salary boost, which, by the way, that's nothing new. That's been pretty much a standard for the last decade, a 3%, kind of just a bump each year. Now, that would be the bar, all right, the low bar. But now they're looking at increasing it as much as 3.4 to 3.5%. And now we know the rise in minimum wage has happened, which is driving a lot of this. There was talk of federal legislation on this. It never went anywhere. But private companies led the way. Walmart was right out of the gate quickly. $15 an hour minimum wage for them. It could be higher. You've seen other companies like Target, Amazon jump on board, $17 an hour. So we've seen some major companies that can afford, by the way, to do this, raise the minimum wage. But the driving factor is not so much what you would think, which normally is driving wage increases. Usually it's about, okay, well, times are moving on, we're raising prices, let's pass it on to the little guy. It's kind of been always the mentality. Now it's because it's an enticement. It's the carrot. So many people during the pandemic figured out, I'm going to go work for myself. And so there's this gap between 10.3 million jobs available in the United States and then call it 8.4 million people unemployed. So where's the gap? People that are working for themselves. So now salary increases, it's the great arms race. You want to know what's causing nearly 20 million people to quit their job from August to December? Companies are enticing them. Hey, come over and work for us. We'll pay you 15 to 20% more for doing the exact same thing you do at this company. So it's musical chairs. And so companies are like, oh, we got to raise wages. By the way, for you amateur economists out there, you know that this is a driving force behind the inflation that we see. By the way, I said that a year ago, and people attacked me on social media. No, you don't believe in giving the worker more money. Have you paid attention to my show? The entire reason I do the show is so you can make more money and more impact. Spare me. But listen, when companies pay workers more across the board, they raise costs on their goods and services. Duh. So you want to know why your combo meal's more at McDonald's? Because they're paying $15 an hour to the kid who's going to scoop your burger patty. I got no problem with him making more. I'm just letting you know that this is what drives inflation. When you see big spikes in comp, along with a host of other factors, those costs get passed on to you and I, the consumer.